you been dimming your light for others? Have you had your abilities limited because of somebody else's standards that they put onto you? I have been there. I have done that. It's no more. It's time to refuse other people's standards and limitations that they put on you, because you were built for so much more. You were built to be limitless. For far too long, we have been told to dim our light, to put limitations on ourselves, to conform to what society wants or what others want from us. Are you burying your talent, your abilities, just so you can conform to someone else's expectations of you? No, no more. Don't limit yourself. Don't hide that talent, that ability that you have. They put those limits on you because they fear what you can accomplish with it. Well, the thing about it is, when you stop relying on the world's standards and expectations of you, you don't need to have their accolades. You don't need to have their awards anymore. Your expectations, those accolades, they come from the Most High now, especially when you're walking in His way for you. That is the way forward. That's the way to be able to sustain yourself. For whatever assignment that the Most High has given you, He makes provision for. That's the reason why they want to dim your light. The darkness can't stand your light. That is why they put limitations on it. They don't want you to show up and show out, to outshine everyone in that room. Because you would. You would. If only you would believe. If you would take that step of faith over fear. They don't want that artist who can paint their heart out. They don't want that singer who can just bring the whole audience into tears. They don't want that woodworker who can literally make a masterpiece with their hands. They want you to keep spinning your wheels in the mud. They want you to conform to this world. They want you to limit yourself. I'm here to say, stop listening to them. See yourself as the way that the Creator has created you. He has made you for so much more. And to be able to shine your light the lightest, you do that by finding your purpose. And I know that sounds like a big ask right there. What is my purpose? Why am I here? You're here because the Most High wants you here. He has created you for an assignment. He has created something that you cannot even imagine. That's why you have that light. That's why they want to dim it. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 5 says, "Counsel in the heart of man is like deep waters, but a man of understanding will draw it out." Drawing it out means to encourage something. Whatever that talent is, are you being consistent with it? Are you showing up every day for yourself to be able to hone that gift, to hone that talent, to show it to the world? For purpose brings meaning and fulfillment in your life. And yes, I can hear all the naysayers saying, "Oh, well, you can't live off of that." Yes, you can. Wherever the Most High has gifted you, He makes provision for. That means His name is on it. Yahuah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, His name is on it. And remember what he says, my word does not return back void. That's the reason why they want to dim your light. They actually want to do more than just dim your light. They want it to just be completely snuffed out. Because why? Because you working in your gift, you honing that talent, that ability, when you take up that assignment of doing that, you are taking territory away from the enemy and laying down territory of the heavenly kingdom. They want you to roll over. They want you to give up because your gift is that powerful. Your talent is that beautiful. When we base our meaning in life on materialistic gains instead of the source, we end up miserable. Because when we are going off of these world standards of saying, oh, you got to get a house, you got to get a car, oh, you got that already, you got to get bigger, you got to get better, you got to keep up with the Joneses. You got to keep up appearances. Yeah, do you get a good dopamine hit off of it once you made all those purchases? Or, the clothes, the jewelry. Yeah, but by the next day, that feeling is just gone. The reason why is the flesh is never satisfied. There's only one thing that fills that hole that you have, and that is the Most High. If you come under his wing, under his guidance, under his kingdom, and then you start utilizing your gift and honing that gift, nothing will stop you. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I've been there. I've done it. I'm still going to keep showing up and doing it. And yes, it's not easy. That's one thing that has upset me with religion is that they say, oh, as soon as you run into a trial, you must have done something wrong. No, the Most High even says that as soon as you take up this mantle, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. But that is a token. It's a gift that hones your ability. Because the thing about it is when you decide to take the next level, when you decide, hey, I'm not going to dim myself anymore. I'm not going to put limitations on myself anymore. I'm going to use this talent. I am going to build. I'm going to create. Nothing can stop you. That is the reason why you get put on the trials. Because the enemy is going to do everything they can to stop you. They don't want that light to shine because darkness can't stand to be in the light. That is the reason why it tries its hardest. It's hardest to keep your light from shining. That's the reason why they want you limited. That's the reason why they put you under their expectations. And that's the reason why it sometimes can feel so difficult to stay motivated because you think, I must be doing something wrong. Because as soon as I made the decision to hone this gift, to hone this talent, to no longer dim myself and just let myself shine, stuff just comes. A good analogy for this is exercise, actually. Everybody knows exercise is good for them, may not do it very often. I'm going to be changing that here in the future. Very, very short future. But when you haven't exercised in a while and you start out, you're weaker than you find out how weak you are. And it's very difficult to do the exercises. So the first week, you're like, okay, I got through it. Second week, the weight that at least you were able to manage the first week, now is harder. You're not able to do as many reps as you were able to do the previous week. week 3 comes. You find out you're weaker than you were the past 2 weeks. And you're wondering, why am I doing this? I'm hurting. Isn't this supposed to be helping me? Isn't this supposed to be making me stronger? But here's the thing. All work works. It's working on you. And the reason why you're weaker at first is because your muscles are breaking down so they could be built back up stronger. So by that time, when you just keep at it, when you hit that week 6 and you notice, hey, I'm able now to increase my weight. Oh, look, I'm able to increase my reps. Oh, I'm starting to see some changes going on. You're building up that momentum. It's that buried potential that you are bringing forward. Keyword buried, meaning you gotta dig. And that takes time. Once you dig and you reach it and you start pulling it out, you start realizing it was worth putting the time and the effort in. And here's the thing. If you really want to find your purpose, it literally lies within your natural talents, abilities. Pretty much, you are naturally like what you're supposed to do. Go back to that childhood wonder. What was something that you always wanted to do, or something that you were always good at, but people told you, oh, you can't make a living off that, or, oh, that's cute, you're a kid, you don't understand how the world works, so you won't be able to make a living doing that. But that's the thing, you can. I'm telling you, you can. I was once there thinking, oh, I can't make a living off of my gift and ability. Now I'm living off of my gift and ability. The Most High has given me provision to be able to work within my talent. For I stopped living based off the world's standards. I started just running with it, honing it, grooming it. And I refuse to let my light ever dim. If anything, I'm going to shine brighter. Even if it's just to piss off the darkness more. The thing is that it's a good saying, and this is from Myra Golden. If you believe that others hold the key to your success and fulfillment, then you will live to please them and fulfill their expectations. Do you want to keep living your life based off of somebody else's expectations and find out that you end up at the end of this life realizing you have never tried to do what was in you, that gift, that potential that's just buried? I don't. Life is too short. I'd rather get to the end of this life knowing that I have done the best that I could, that I have taken my ability to its limit, which I'm not putting a limit on it. There is no limit. I want to be able to live a life that I don't have to retire from. I want to design a life that I enjoy, that I have peace in, that I'm happy each and every day to wake up to. If this touches you and you want to be on this journey of discovery, of discovering your purpose, of discovering your talent, of honing that talent and being able to have a life of provision from that talent, just follow me. I'll be here doing different lessons of how to change your mindset, how to speak life into yourself, and then walk out on that faith. Because what lies on the other side of fear is something beyond your imagination. Stay blessed.